Hello, mysterious audience. It's Veronica here, and Naomi. Our Naomi doesn't really like Barbies, but she wants to talk a little bit about Barbie's history. So, Barbie first released in 1959. Our Naomi even has like one of the reproduction dolls. Yeah, she's never taking her out of box. Yeah, because taking her out of box would like ruin the value or something. But she has one of the reproductions, and that kind of emulates what Barbie looked like back then. So I'm sure, as you can tell, Barbie, compared to other fashion doll lines, it's a very old doll line. It has been around for many years. Barbie has had many siblings, many pets, many friends, many controversies even. Oh yeah, like the one with the pregnant midge doll. Yeah, that one. And many more. You see, Barbie is the like one of the first fashion doll lines that really became mainstream. Although Barbie's original doll, first dolls did copy Build Lily, which was a German doll. Yeah, that part Barbie history. That's often misunderstood and misinterpreted. Yeah. So Barbie did copy a German doll. Then Mattel got the rights to that somehow, and now it's just part Barbie's history, but yeah, poor Build Lily. So MJ's not the only one who copies Mattel. Yeah. But enough with that controversy. Barbie as a line has evolved over the years. Our Mom doesn't have a lot of Barbies, and a lot of them are still like in her closet and she can't take them down right now. But maybe we'll show some more inbox Barbies later, but Barbie's face over the years has changed, has gone through many iterations. She doesn't collect a lot of the main blonde ones, but take this as an example. This is a more modern Barbie. It's the prosthetic leg fashionista doll because she has a prosthetic leg and looks cool. And that is the reproduction Barbie. And the difference in their faces is so obvious. And also with Barbie's proportions. Originally Barbie's dolls had bigger chests. But over the years, Barbie's proportions kind of became somewhat closer to normal humans, but still not quite natural. Yeah, Barbie's proportions were never natural or accurate to a normal human woman's. She was at first designed as like a teenage fashion model. So her proportions very much were like made so you can dress her more easily. Not to cause controversy or anything. Yet still cause controversy. And there were still a lot of like people who complained about her body type being too sexualized. I bet those people would have a heart attack to saw LOMG dolls. Yeah. But yeah, Barbie's body type compared to other fashion dolls nowadays, Barbies come in many different sizes. My mom doesn't have a lot of them, so she can't show all different like sizes modern Barbies come in. But you've got original, petite, curvy, and tall. And the Down syndrome Barbie, which our Dominique does not have but wants to get, is both petite and curvy. Yeah, Barbies come in many shapes and sizes. Yeah, there's a reason Among all doll lines, Barbie is regarded as having the best diversity, because objectively it truly does. For with Barbies representing different skin tones, skin conditions, the variety of hair textures, Mattel knows what they're doing with diversity. Seriously, looking at any Barbie aisle, and it's probably one of the most diverse groups of dolls you'll ever see. I know, Naomi, I know. So why are we having this brief conversation? Because we are seeing the Barbie movie this week. Yeah, and we're gonna do a big review on it. From our perspective and from our doll mom's perspective. I know. Mattel is MGA's enemies. But we thought it would be really fun to see this movie with our doll mommy, kind of bond with her as her doll daughters a bit, and then do a nice review on it and what we think of it. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I know, right, Naomi? That's why we're dressed like this. Normally, we dress super goth and don't wear bright colors. But just for this week, since we're going to see Barbie movie with her doll mommy, we're wearing pink. Yeah, don't we look amazing? I know, Naomi, we look so good like this. Really. Although Bella is mad at us for stealing her clothes, but we don't care because we look good in these outfits. And we're keeping them on for this week just to celebrate the release of the Barbie movie with our doll mommy. And we're gonna slay in them. Yeah. So, Barbie's proportions. Barbie dolls are a bit taller than Rainbow High dolls. And obviously LOMG dolls. And Bratz dolls. Yeah, MJ dolls seem to be a bit shorter than Barbie and have bigger heads. Yeah. So normal Barbie is around 11.5 inches tall or 12 inches. Because their sizes are meant to reflect that of, well, a normal human woman. Not like a cartoon or anything. Yeah. And also, they're the fashions in the Barbie line. Let's just say Barbie fashions back in the day used to be more detailed. Yeah, they used to be really high quality, really nice, have little snaps on them. And that was way back in the day, by the way. And then I think in the 2000s, and for a long time, Barbie wore a lot of pink. Yes, a lot of pink. Her outfits were very expressive and dramatic, and they were definitely more timeless. Although nowadays, I don't mind thinking Barbie's fashions have gotten more basic. Although dolls for Barbie do look pretty good. And there's two of them she kind of has her eye on, so if she ever gets those, we'll definitely do a review. But she feels a lot of modern Barbie dolls are lackluster. Yeah, you look at that. That is definitely a little basic. But yeah, still more budget Barbie. Yeah, I know. We shouldn't be picking on budgets all like this. Well, Barbie's fashions are so basic compared to anything near High Shot High Line. Yeah. I mean modern Barbie, that is. Older Barbie dolls, though, have had such a huge impact on the whole fashion doll industry. Barbie is what started it all. Without Barbie, Rainbow High couldn't have existed, Shadow High couldn't have existed, LOMG could have existed, Bratz couldn't have existed. Oh yeah, Bratz was like made to compete with Barbie or something. Yeah, I think it was. So basically, the way we regard Barbie's like the grandmother to every other fashion doll line. She was the first to really make it big in that. And, well, without Barbie, other lines wouldn't exist. So Barbie's very important, even if modern Barbie isn't what it used to be. And speaking of Barbie, the way our doll mommy remembers it, she grew up with the classic Barbie movies. In fact, her favorite is Barbie in the Diamond Castle. So she regards. So that's how she remembers Barbie, through those movies that she like saw as a kid. Has a lot of nostalgia for. And then her family's blue healer got to a lot of her childhood Barbies. Yeah. Don't get me started on Angus the blue healer and the Barbie doll massacre that he did as a puppy. It was horrific, by the way. The death count was pretty awful there. But those were all such childhood ones. And she remembers back in the day when she was a kid when, well, it was mostly Barbies and Disney princesses on the shelf. When Rainbow High, Shadow High, Monster High weren't even a thing. Yeah, so back then, the doll shelves really were mostly blonde-haired, blue-eyed dolls. It's crazy how much diversity has improved, how much things have evolved and changed. As for why Drama has the brunette version of the Barbie, because, well, her family got her that at an antique mall a while back, so yeah. But it's a very cool thing to have, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And continuing on. So, the way your dog remembers Barbie, all that stuff was from a specific generation. Barbie has gone through many generations. Several reboots, attempts to rebrand the line. Let's hope this Barbie movie can like make people pay more attention to the line and make people respect it more. Yeah. Because for years, Barbie sales have been declining. People have been complaining about the quality going down. Although we think the quality is starting to go up a little bit. Just a little bit. Although it doesn't feel like what it was back in the day. When you could go get like Barbie like movie dolls for like $20 or $25 with like full like ball gowns and everything. Yeah, Barbie used to be like really great for the price point back in the day before inflation happened. And mysterious audience, I'm sure everyone here has some kind of memory with Barbies. Seeing them, playing with them, even watching the Barbie movies. Because like our dog has even heard like stories from like guys who had to watch those movies with their sisters and stuff. So let's just say whether you're a boy or girl or like non-binary, whatever gender you are, I'm sure you've probably heard of Barbie. You've probably seen something with Barbie in it. Well, Barbie is very important. And let's just say the existence of the Barbie movie definitely a huge win for doll collectors everywhere. Because, well, our doll is excited to see it and how it addresses all that doll history. How it references like Barbie's fashions and the dolls themselves. So let's say that review is going to be very exciting. And we're sure everyone has had a favorite Barbie growing up. I mean, what kid hasn't played with Barbie or been exposed to it? Yeah, Barbie's literally everywhere with the doll world and doll collecting. There are many people who collect dolls but don't like big-headed dolls very much. So they'll like take like Rainbow High or Shadow High or OMG clothing, just put it on Barbies on size. And yeah, we definitely get it, because I mean, I guess it is easy to draw on dolls that are a bit more natural looking. But for doll mommy, where does her? We don't know. She's taken a liking to Rainbow High and Shadow High. She doesn't mind the big heads at all. She finds us all very beautiful. And yeah, and I know that the Barbie collection here isn't very big, and most of them aren't like. And she does have some holiday Barbies in boxes and all that. And there was a Barbie that was a Japanese Barbie that was shown off during a haul video. The one where Heather showed off the like car that later became the Jeep. But yeah, and yes, most Barbies are blonde hair, blue eyed, and yeah, that's just how they are. In a way, compared to other doll lines, Barbie is like a time capsule of doll history. She grows, she evolves, she changes with the times through every rebrand, through every change of the main Barbie face mold. She hasn't died. She stays relevant. Barbie is timeless. And we respect that. You know, Barbie still hasn't done like molded on nails on their dolls. Yeah, let's just say we feel like Shadow High and Rainbow High win in the nail department, but when it comes to more human looking dolls, we feel like Barbie definitely deserves that honor. Because, like, you know how a lot of doll lines try to make more realistic looking dolls, but they're a little more uncanny? Barbie dolls have always been a nice blend between realism as well as being just cartoony enough to make a positive impression on people. Like, we admit it, compared to other like 12-inch fashion dolls, Barbie dolls do have very nice, appealing faces in general. So it's very understandable why kids and many adult collectors would be drawn to them, would find them so special. Because they generally tend to have nicer looking faces and like more relatable clothing that people in real life would wear. Even if some of it does look a bit tacky. Yeah, there's definitely some like tacky Barbie clothes out there, especially with Barbie Extra and stuff like that. But that's like meant to be that way. We don't have anything against Barbies either, because we think It's a pretty solid line, even if it's not really are not my style very much anymore. And I know this talk is so random, but Barbie is just an interesting line to talk about because it has so much history, and well, everyone who has encountered it has different memories with it based on off which generation they grew up with. And that's very cool. That's very interesting. Like some adult collectors are gonna remember like really old Barbies from like real from a really long time ago. Some of them going to remember them like from the 80s, the 90s, or even the 2000s version of Barbie, or even the modern current one. It's just Barbie's a brand that changes with the times. It never dies, it never goes away. Well spoken, V. Well spoken. Well, that was our little chat about Barbie and our plans to see the movie. I hope everyone has a good night or good day whenever you're watching this, and I love you. Naomi loves you. Goodbye, mysterious audience.